Hello, Flosstube. This is Angie, Bubmie on Instagram. This is my channel about cross-stitching and other things, but mainly cross-stitching. Welcome. I know I've been gone for a while, and a couple weeks ago I made a new video, and then when I rewatched it, I was like, oh, that's pathetic. That's really sad. You're not smiling. So, not that I think that my videos need, you have to be chipper. If you're sad and want to do a video, go for it. And you know that the community, the stitching community, will cheer you on and cheer you up. But I don't know, it just didn't feel right, and so I deleted it. So, sorry for being gone, but sorry, not sorry. It's just how it is. So, I have a whole hodgepodge around me. I'm glad that you can't see everything around me or in my room. My sewing room also served as the Christmas Central wrapping room, and we have to clean the house and things have to get moved dumping ground. So what you don't see is like craziness. But I cleaned up this spot so that I could sit here, and I wanted you to see this dresser. This dresser was my Aunt Mary's dresser, and then it was my dresser for a while when I was in elementary school, and then when I was in junior high, she got a new dresser, and then I got new stuff. And my brothers took turns having this, and then my oldest brother had it, and you've known he passed away, and I was in charge of cleaning out his storage shed, and this was in there, and so I wanted it back. It kind of fits in the room with my antique things, my grandma's sewing table and the hutch that my dad got me, the writing desk, and so I'm really thrilled with it. It's got it's got stitching stuff in all three drawers, and they're nice and big, and so that was really nice. So I'm excited about it. Wanted to share that with you. It's going to be a hodgepodge. It's going to be some of everything here, so bear with me, and get yourself a little cup of tea or whatever your favorite beverage is. I got my in my Starbucks Indiana cup. I got this when I met up with Nicole Buckeye Stitcher this summer, and I'm drinking Daylene's favorite Tezo Vanilla Bean Macaroon. And let me tell you how hard it is to get this in Central Illinois. The only place I found that carries it is Target, and they are always out. The last time I was there, I asked the gentleman, I said, can you tell them, whoever it is, that they need to order more because this one's always out? And he goes, oh, there's more than back. And he got me some, and then my son John got me 2 boxes for Christmas. So, and it's really cold out today. So it's the perfect drink. So let me show you a couple of finishes that I've had. The first one got sent off to my dad, and I think if you follow me on Instagram, you got to see it. The light's not the best. There's the best picture. There we go. That is La Di Da, Let There Be Peace on Earth. I did my dad's, the letter B. My dad's name's Ben. I did the letter B in a different color. I did not use any of the called for colors in that at all. I used just what I had, and I just kind of flew by the seat of my pants, and I enjoyed that. And then I think you remember back several videos ago, my mom had given me back some pieces that I did for her back in the late 80s, and so I repurposed this one. They were in wooden hoops with homemade, not ribbon, it was homemade, I guess it was ribbon, because you made it out of fabric and you put a running stitch through it and then pulled it tight, and then so it went around, it fanned around. So I kept it round and put that ball fringe around it, and then put it in that plate stand. I'm working on the other one. I haven't 100% decided if this is the way I want to go. I put it in here. I put it in this tub, and then I was thinking about putting this around it. I went to look to see if they had any that was like this, but like maybe Christmas-like colors, like, Christmassy colors, but I couldn't find any, and I need to look online to see if I could find some. I know this piece I'm popping in here is not big enough. I have more though. So I was kind of thinking about just going that around with it, but I haven't finished it yet. And my mom's cool with it. She understands. She is not going anywhere. So she's cool with me being slow. So what else do I have around me? Oh, here's another finish. I'm taking this to my niece tomorrow for New Year's Day. Oh, there we go. And I apologize. I'll have to find this and put it down below because I don't remember the designer. I know you guys have seen it on here a lot. I don't remember the designer. And I did this, I could tell you I did this on Joblin, no, on Lugana. I think in most of the called for colors. The words are not. I think the words were supposed to maybe be done in blue and I did them in green. So I think it turned out fine. She'll be very happy with it. Although I'm cracking up because we texted back and forth several times. Sorry, I'll stop that. We texted back and forth several times about how I should frame it. And when I took it to the framers, I didn't look. I didn't look to see what we had discussed, and I didn't remember because I don't remember things. And I picked out the framer. They're fabulous framers. I love them. They helped me pick out that green, and once I got it and then looked at what Sarah and I had talked about, it's supposed to be matted and it's supposed to have a dark blue frame, and that's a nice green frame. So I think she'll like it though. So let's talk about, oh, I have some finishes that are finished but not fully finished out of the punch needle. Oh, punch needle and primitive stitcher. Is that the name of it? I think. I got this done. Winter's Piece. Sorry, it's not ironed. I did not do all of it. It's not in the called for colors, and B, I didn't finish the whole pattern. There were more little snowflakes, and there was a border, a white border all the way around it, and I just chose not to do it. I've really gone, it's been interesting. I've really seemed to gone rogue lately on just like pulling out colors and just doing my own thing. And I apologize if you're like, ooh, what's that fabric? Because I'm not a good keeper of the names of fabric. I'm really, really bad about it. I'm also really bad, I'm not bad, but when I go into an LNS, I like look for little pieces, or I just look for fabric, and a lot of times if it's a little piece, the names aren't stapled on there. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. Like this piece. So this I know is Lizzie Kate, and this is also not in the called for colors. And there's supposed to be more snowflakes around here, but because the fabric already had snowflakes in there, I thought it was perfectly fine. My good friend David, and he is Stitching-LaPorte on Instagram, he sent me some sweet colors. My stitchy bug had left me for a little bit, and he sent me some Christmas colors and said, hey, maybe this will get your bug back. And so I know for a fact that the green and the red came from David. So thanks, David. I got to go on a lovely trip to Tennessee, to Sevierville, Tennessee, to a cross-stitching retreat put on by a lovely lady whose name I'm going to put down below because I didn't do well preparing. I knew I had the house to myself and it was quiet, and I'm like, I got to get this done and need to start writing stuff down better. But anyways, went down there, and for a cross-stitch retreat, very low-key, 12 people, no frills, no thrills, just stitching, all the stitching. And so we stitched and visited, and we made a trip to Dixie Darlin, And while I was there, I got a few things that might be handy. I did not buy much. I did not buy much at all. So I'll show you what I did get. I got this lovely piece of fabric. And once again, this is how it was laying there. I don't know what it was. And if they had it marked, I didn't see it. It's a piece of linen. I don't know what count. But they had a snowman on it. And it sure did pop on there. And I love snowmen. So I got that. I got two little pieces. Country Cottage Needleworks Love is in the Air. And Heart and Hand Love Blooms. I thought for my boys getting married that maybe those would the ornaments that maybe they would get. And then I've dreamed of a Haid. And the lovely Canadian stitcher does lots of Haids, and I have Haid envy, but I can't even phantom. I can barely finish Let Freedom Ring. I can't phantom a Haid. So while I was at Dixie Darlin, they had a Dimensions Gold Collection Petite. And this is probably as close to a Haid as I'm gonna get. And this wasn't expensive. I think this was $13, and it's got the fabric and the thread in it. So I think it's 5 by 7. I think that's pretty doable. And I just love that. Just love it. I think I bought something else, but in my working to put stuff away. Oh, never mind. It's right here. I got Gobble Gob Plum Sampler, the stacks, the turkey stacks. I think you guys have seen that a few times. Going through my pile. I have been in the So Much to Love Project Bag Club, and I only did 6 months. I love Karen's bags. Some people really like the seeing, you know, having the vinyl in there. I enjoy this because I know I got some tags that I could put on here and write the name, but I think it's like Christmas morning, you know, and like, oh, what's in here? Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, you know, I like that. So this was the October bag. It's a pretty orange gingham inside. And with it came Amy Brukin, and I gotta hide part of this because the pattern's right here. A little pillow, some little pumpkins. And there is a scissor keep in here, and I apologize. I'm not gonna apologize anymore. I'm gonna start paying everybody a quarter. So I love that. And then I got the December one, and this was the December. And with it came a needle minder and some thread. I took a picture of it. It's on Instagram. I will have to put it in the notes below because I'd like to give credit to the people who did the work, the other people. For Christmas, I got one stitchy thing, and that was from my dad's wife, Jan. She got me this DMC tin of étoile threads. I've never stitched with étoile threads. The colors are gorgeous. I'm gonna have to find something special to make with these. They're sparkly and they're soft. They're not like DMC, you know, they're not like regular thread. So we'll see. I'll have to come up with something. That was exciting and a surprise to get. Okay, that's where that is. Now, do I have anything? Let me see if I have anything. My trips to the thrift shop where I've scored big in the past months has been fruitless. The last 3 times that I've gone in there, I've struck out. What the heck's that hair doing? I've struck out, so I'm a little bit bummed about that. But maybe somebody else is getting the goods, and I'm happy to share. So that's okay. My friend Mary, I don't know what her Instagram name is. Mary Kroll, Kroll maybe, on Instagram. She on Facebook. She's on Instagram, but on Facebook, Mary invited me to. Oh, Jessie Marie does stuff. She's doing a 2020 whip go to get your whips going, and so it's a bingo board. And I decided that I would participate in that. Here's mine. I got to post mine to Facebook. And so I'm going to show you what I'm going to work on this year. There are no rule police. There are no rule police in stitching. You do you. And there are 4 things I have to finish this year. So whether they get called or not, those are still going to get worked on because I've got to get them done. I will work on the other things that get called for as well as focus. So what the gist of it is that at the, I think she's already called them, she calls the squares, and those are supposed to be your 2 focus pieces for the month, so that you will focus on 2 a month, and you could repeat your board's yours to do as you want to do it. So I have 2 pieces that a couple pieces I have to get done. This is one of the pieces I have to get done, but it's a secret stitch, and so I will show you that it's on this lovely blue Ada, and that's all I'm going to tell you until it is gifted. Sorry, you're going to have to wait. And these are not in any order. This is just in what the big pile is. This didn't make it to, because there's so much I want to stitch, but this didn't make it onto the pile. I don't even know if I've shown this on Instagram. I've been working on Plum Street Sampler's Marry You, and I am crazy enough. I'm doing this 1/1. I'm doing this on White Opal Essence 25 count. I think this is a Lugana. Don't quote me on that. But this is how far I've gotten it. I am doing this 1/1. Oops, it's sideways, sorry. Well, I'm working on the sheep right now. So, I've enjoyed that. I don't think, wait. I am doing this in called for colors, because I bought the called for colors. I believe I bought this in, is it House of Stitches in LaPorte, Indiana? Sorry if that's wrong. I'll put it down in the show notes. Lovely, lovely shop. Oops. I'm working on Santa's House by Tiny Modernist. I think Mary and Terry are working on this also. I don't know how far either one of them has gotten on this. But I worked on it recently, and I got more of the tree, this tree done, and this tree, and this Nutcracker got a face. I need to put his eyes in. He's kind of wigging me out that he doesn't have any. So I think I worked on that on Christmas Day when we were driving over to the in-laws' house, to Grandma's house. I don't know if you saw on Facebook a couple weeks back, there was well, maybe you didn't see my post. One of my friends from high school, Avi, posted a cross-stitch picture of Godzilla, and it says, "May Godzilla destroy this home last." And this is quick, you couldn't. This is by April Pearson. I got this off Etsy, and when he posted it, he goes, "I need this for my house." And his friends were all commenting, "Oh my gosh, you need that for your house, Avi." And so I said, "Hey, I'll do that for you." I've gotten all of that far. There's a roof. So I need to get that done for Avi this year. I don't think he's in any hurry. And then I joined a Sal with my friend Becky, Obsessed Stitcher. And we love Paula Vaughn, and so she picked November. I'll show you November. November's this one right here, the covered wagon. And I picked July. So, and I am doing mine because it's on a tag. I'm doing mine on 32 count white Lugana. And, oh, this is wrinkly. This is as far as I've gotten. I want to say that the last time I showed this in a video, I maybe had 5 or, I think I had 9 stitches in it. And I only put those stitches in because I needed to do a video and show everybody. So I need to get cracking. But isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth on all of our projects, that we have lots and we're not going on all of them? There's not enough time in the day and work interferes with your fun. So all these things I'm showing you, they are on my whip board. Some are listed as to finish. Some are listed as things to finish. So this is listed as finish. I forget the name of this place. Good grief. Anyways, this is Independence Hall. This is going to get finished. So there's more here and there's more here. That's what I want finished. That's my goal, to finish that this year. If I do more, great. If not, that's fine too. But that's my goal for that one. That didn't make the list. Secret Stitch in this bag. This is a So Much to Love. This was the Valentine one. I haven't started it, but it's on my list to start and to complete at least one square. I have the fabric. I don't have the threads pulled. The fabric I have for Little House Needleworks Early Americans, I have Natural Northern Cross. Oh, there's the fabric. And then I think you've seen the Early Americans. Sorry, I guess Pam from Just Keep Stitching finished hers recently. So this is my goal. And then I'm going to go and get Vanna's bunting free pattern. I'm going to go get that and do that. So that is on, and my goal is to get it started and get one house done, one section done. This is in a Charlie Brown fabric, and Diana, darn it, Diana made this for me, not Diana. I just was looking at her Instagram. Her and her mom made almond cookies today. I'll put her name below. And did you see the Linens and Things new stitch along for this year? It is so beautiful. But sadly, I'm still working on 2017. This did not get touched in 2018 or 19. So here's where I still am, and you guys have seen this before. Here's where I am. So I have a lot to go. So what I put on my bingo board was that I had to get 2 bands done. But the one this year so far is a Quaker, and it's like adorable, it's beautiful, and it's something I would like to, I might, because I have nothing else to stitch. This is a vinyl front bag, and this was, I sent this fabric, I'd gotten this fabric and I sent this to Mama Joan, and she made this bag for me. This bag was stitched for me by my friend Carol, who was my first roommate at Midwest. Carol, you stitch a latte because she loves coffee. That's what I think you are on Instagram. But in this bag, she made that for me, is Little House Needleworks apples. And it's on mystery fabric. And I'm doing it 1/1 on this mystery fabric. And here's as far as I've gotten. And it is in the called for colors because I think this was either something I picked up off the freebie table, the whole kit, or I got it at the thrift store for like $1. Okay. Few more here. This one, because of my love of baseball, is, and I have not started this. I have the fabric, I have the threads. I believe this to be a Lugana. It is Little House Needleworks Take Me Out to the Ball Game. So that will get started. All I've promised myself is that I'm going to start it this year, and this is in my Diddly Daddle Designs bag. When I saw she had this, and it was the Cubs, I had to have it. And then, do you follow Modern Folk Embroidery? I think Vanna got me down this rabbit hole when she talked about him, or maybe it was either Vanna. I know Vanna talked about him, but I think Fiber Talk also talked about him. And this is Agnus Dei. I can't decide if I want to do the whole thing or if I want to do the little motifs here separately. I can't decide. And I can't decide what color. I recently saw on a post that somebody did it on white fabric with all green thread, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. So I'm really going to have to give it some thought. It is, Vanna talked about doing this during Lent and have this be her Lent focus piece. I have been really bad about watching YouTube, Flosstube, or listening to Fiber Talk. I've been busy with Christmas and other things, and I've only been catching things here and there. Vanna had talked about this last year, or sometime this summer, about doing it, so you might check her out to see if she's going to do it if you'd like to join in. Modern Folk Embroidery, that is a PDF download. So, and then there's a Harry Potter piece that I'm not going to show because it's for a present that I'm going to work, that made my bingo board. And then Mother Teresa, I will work on her. I don't have, oops, got a thread hanging. Here's as far as I've gotten. It's a lot of blue, people. It's a lot of blue. So that is where I'm at on what I put on my bingo board. I have one other piece that I'm working on, and that is, oops, that is from Lizzie Kate. It's this, I think this is a box set. Come Let Us Adore Him. But I'm just doing this little joy piece that you can't see all of because there's a little thing over here. But I've been working on this. I do not believe, it's not in the called for colors. It's in what I have. And this is how far I've got. So when I'm at night, when I'm sitting in bed stitching. And I went to Hobby Lobby a few weeks back, and here's one of my new little project bags. And I just love it. And there was another one, I don't know where it went. But they have them there by their, what's their brand? Their Sewology, and this was down by like the Fabric and the Notions. And it wasn't expensive, and I think the day I got it, it was 50% off. So people, that's what I have. I hope all of you are well. I hope all of you have a lovely, lovely new year. I hope that it's filled with new beginnings and new things and health and happiness. I've been barraged lately with people who are having medical scares, and so my prayer list is very long. If you need to be on it, send me a message. I'll put you on it. One of my goals for this year is to read more. I have been very, very remiss in my reading. I used to love to read and would read all the time. When I was at my mother-in-law's house, she was the one who got me enjoying King Henry VIII and that whole line. And so this isn't that line, this is a different line. But historical fiction is what really she got me interested in. And so she had this book at her house, and so I've started to read that. And so I've been working on that every night. I haven't gotten super far, but a little bit every night has been good. So happy New Year, happy 2020. I hope that your year is filled with great things. I know I already said that, but I said it again. And it was good to chat with you and visit with you. If you enjoyed my video, hit the like. If you didn't enjoy it, just keep on scrolling. And if you want to leave me a comment, I would love to hear from you. Till next time, bye.